Hello, good morning, good afternoon, my beautiful RTS family. Um, Wednesday night, I chose to pause instead of push. Today, I'm showing up grounded because this work deserves clarity, not exhaustion. I do apologize. I did have to cut uh, the the call short because I don't know, something just did not align. So now that the holidays are over, and the holidays are behind us, a lot of emotions start to surface. And for many of us, so do the numbers. So today we're going to talk about financial reality check. Stabilize before the strategy, before you strategize. A compost holiday reset for finances and your nervous system. I know it sounds weird, but that's money causes a lot of different emotions. So holidays amplify spending and emotions. Transitions create uncertainty. Clarity reduces anxiety. Calm creates better decisions. So, yes, it is true. We do go through a lot of different emotions. We're human. Why not? It's just the way things are. Um, so we are allowed to feel that emotion. Um, but we have to fall into that clarity stage. So, tonight's intention, um, is not about shame. It's about stability, about awareness, about grounding ourselves and gentle clarity. So, uh, again, now that the holidays are behind us, we have to go through those numbers, the spending, the credit cards, the receipts, uh, the what now. Uh, Tonight is about not shame, but it's about or regret. It's about clarity. Um, and is definitely not about fear. Tonight is about grounding ourselves, telling the truth gently, and creating stability before we make any big decisions. Because after a turning point, whether it was forced retirement, burnout, caregiving, illness, or choosing to walk away, the first thing we need is not strategy, we need stability. So, tonight's intention, what is my intention for this exercise? This is clarity, not punishment. So, um, on section here, we're going to look at the financial snapshot. These are the monthly non-negotiables. Um, we have the first thing in order for us to know where we're going and for us to make it to our destination where we want to be, we have to know where we start. So, and because there's so many things that we have in our minds, it's best to just create a list. Why not? Grabbing a piece of paper and grabbing a pad, especially that, it is after the holidays. There's more expenses than we planned or we thought. Um, and write everything down. These are the non negotiables. These are the ones that we have to just pay: the housing, the utilities, food, transportation, insurance, and just like the minimum debts. Um, we are not judging what we see. We're simply asking, what does stability cost me each month? What do I need in order to be able to have a peace of mind and be okay? Like, how much is the total of that? So, how much now your income? Like, what are you getting right now? So, let's see what's coming in, not what used to come in, and not what we hope will come in. Not what, okay, well, I have to make this much. No, exactly what is coming in. So now let's say you have 1,000 that you spend. Those were um, your monthly expenses. Like how much is coming in right now? We work with what is, not what was. So for example, if you were laid off, if you received a severance package, if you're getting unemployment, if you have any savings draw, a side hustle, or like your digital income, if you're getting support, if you're getting help, whatever that was, put that in your list. I actually have a PDF that I am sharing with this. So please, I hope that uh, if you didn't open that yet, open up your sheet. This way you could go through this. So income during transition can look different, um, and that's okay. So sometimes we're thinking so much that we're like, oh, but I don't get it. No, just this is reality. This is like true story stuff. You have to get those numbers together. Again, not what you might get, but what you have in hand. Not the bird that's flying, but the bird that you have in hand. So that is very, very, very important. Um, so how many months can you cover? Like how many months can I cover my basics? Like the list that we first did, like your housing, your expenses, your mortgage, rent, whatever that is, with what you have right now. So if you have $2,000, how many, and your expenses are 1,000, so now you have for 2 months. We're talking about specific numbers. This way you have an idea of what exactly you have. If you put in a penny more, now you're going to give yourself some leverage. You don't want to do that now in your first intention. You want to make sure that you have every penny. Don't put more, don't put less. You want to know exactly what you have. After you do the exercise, after you do all this and you do your form, then you go back in there and you add an expense. For now, you're going to do just a minimum, just exactly what you need. So even 1 month of clarity creates peace. So I know you all know this because I mean having clarity, it is a peace of mind, not wondering. So you're not wondering. Now you know. Um and right here, stabilize before you strategize. So the pause. This is huge, but do not get scared. Like don't this is not um something that you're going to do forever. The pause. What is the pause? So no big decision from fear. No rushing, no panic planning, no pressure, no nothing. Just let's just think a minute. And that bridge of things that you are able to put on pause. So this is where the heart of this call is. Okay, so now you have your expenses, you have your income. Okay, so what are those things that um are going to help me out to be able to take care of all this? So after the holidays, many people rush into panic decisions. New job, risk investments, pressure filled moves because we get scared. We're like, oh my God, especially if we work hard on our credit report, we want to make sure that those credit cards don't um that you're not late for those credit cards, that you don't spend more than 30% of your credit card, which for the most part, for the holidays, we do. No buts about it. I get it. I understand. And I'm going to have to put this on pause because the train is coming by. So, okay, let's just wait 1 second. Okay, the train, hopefully you don't hear it anymore. All right, so back to this bridge budget concept. So the bridge is a temporary decision that you will probably need to do. Like pause subscriptions. Go through your statement and see how many subscriptions you have. A lot of times we have subscriptions that we don't even know about. We create those things and they come out of our bank automatically, and we forget, and sometimes they go up and we don't even know it. Netflix, oh my gosh, when I started paying for Netflix, it was like $6 a month. Now it's like 20 something dollars, $26. And I didn't even realize that until I was looking through my statement a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this. Siri, it was $11. It is now almost $40. So, those, you don't have to cancel them. For the most part, most companies can pause your subscriptions for at least 3 months. I know Netflix, you could do it. Even the cable, um, Spectrum, they could pause your subscriptions, or you could just, I know we all need Wi-Fi, that's what we use for our online business, we need the Wi-Fi. You could call and just have them just charge you for the Wi-Fi. My mother-in-law pays over $200 in her cable, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why do you pay so much? And she's like, I'm not sure. All she watches is QVC, and she does need the Wi-Fi because she has the alarm system. She has a lot of things that she has connected to the Wi-Fi. And we got her a ring for the door and just a lot of different devices that, we tried to make her a little bit with devices and stuff just to be able to stay connected with her. So she needs the Wi-Fi, but she's able to just shrink that bill a little bit. So this weekend we're supposed to go over and we're going to go over her what she needs and what she doesn't need. So just carefully look through that and give them a call. You could probably work out a deal with some, and you could probably delete, cancel a lot of them that you probably don't even use. I had Best Buy. I was paying $300 a year for my Best Buy account, which I sold my house. I have my washer and dryer in storage. I don't need the warranty on that. It's been like 4 years. So that's $300 a year that I don't need. By the way, Amazon, I know a lot of us need it, but that subscription went up too. It was $99. Now it's like 150. So, just saying, um, but it's another one that's, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to shop for a long time because I can't. Let's just try to put it on pause for a little bit. I'm going to call them and see if I can put mine on hold. Even if whatever they give me, maybe they'll give me 2 months, maybe they'll give me 3 months. So we have to see, how that, what I could do for that. So avoid emotional spending. My gosh, I had to stop watching my friends, uh, live on TikTok because you just want to be supportive. And then you just want all of a sudden, like you need this stuff that you really don't need. But oh, but my headband broke. I need a new headband. They're on sale. Really? Like, no, me. This is what I do. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. So track your spendings very gently. Um, Again, this is not a forever budget. This is just a bridge budget. It's just until you make it to the other side. So do not be afraid to stop using something. So money challenges during transition do not mean failure. keep that in mind. Just because you are in a situation does not mean that you're failed, like you're a failure. No, it does not mean that. Um, just think of one um one release that you're going to do and one truth you are choosing. So I'm calling actually I already called Spectrum, and I realized I didn't know that. So between the cell phone and the cable, we were paying over $300. So now Spectrum has phone service. And actually, we were paying over $300. So the cable was, I started at $60. It was up to 90. It was going up to 105. So now I have them both together. And on T-Mobile, you could get an extra line. So now I pay 90 for both of them. It comes out with tax and everything, 105. Meanwhile, we were paying almost $300 with the cell phones and 105 as of this month on the cable. That would have been 400 and change. Actually, almost $500. But I called and I made that I was able to make that transition. Now we're saving over $300 a month. So again, just takes a little bit of research. And again, I mean, if you like your service with uh, Verizon or whatever you have, it's okay. Um, but give them a call. It doesn't hurt to call and see how much it is that you're paying and if there's any promotions out there. And sometimes, like between Tony and I, like sometimes they give a discount to someone that signs on for the first time. So we switch it over between his name, my name. It's not a forever change. It's not a forever challenge. It's just for now, after the holidays or after you're going through a transition of a turning point in your life that you're not working anymore. Like me, I'm not working right now. I only have my online business going, which that's good. I mean, I am blessed, but changes have to be made. And I'm totally okay with that. So one truth I'm choosing instead, I am not behind, I am rebuilding. That's, just affirmations that we have to kind of like put in our minds and remember. So your next step in the next 48-hour actions. One calm action I will take in the next 48 hours. Make a list. Call providers. Review your statement. Just sit with the numbers and see. Again, you're going to know what your minimum payments are, how much you're getting right now, and what you could do to help these two numbers balance. Once you do that, then you're able to, if you're getting, now you're canceling stuff here and you're playing with this stuff, not canceling, you're pausing the stuff here. Now you're probably able to add in here, like for example, we are able to put an extra $300 that we got back from the cell phone and the cable service. So that could go in here and opens up a little bit more room for these bills, replacing that income that I had coming in a regular basis. So go over that, and understanding money is an act of, I mean, I wanted to change this so bad and I did not. Um, Money does not define you. And actually, I am going to go back and I wish I could delete that part because money's huge. It is important. We are always, like going crazy, stressful. Money makes us sick to our stomach. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Like, I get it. but it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. Money does not define you. Just understand it empowers you a little bit. So tonight, you choose clarity over avoidance, and that matters. So, meaning you're going to work on your statement, you're going to work on your finances, go through the worksheet that I created for you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to me. I love to the some people call me the Excel queen because I love to just like keep track of everything. Uh it's nice to know the pennies that we get. And I'll be honest with you, when I first got laid off, I didn't even want to look at my bank account. How is that helping me? It's not, because now I'm going to start falling behind. I had to force myself to sit down and face the music, because that is what's happening right now. So with that said, the bills are not going to stop coming in. So the sooner you do it, the better it is. Um, so next week we are going to talk about redefining your direction, your 9 to 5, retirement, or your entrepreneur. So are you going to go back to your 9 to 5? Are you going to retire? Or are you going to put that mind, that entrepreneurship mind that you have? I tell you what, I was laid off. I don't have my 9 to 5 anymore. I was fine. Just a few weeks ago, I started being that temptation of going back to work came in. But I also my whole life have had that entrepreneurship mind. And I feel that I have been blessed. Of course, we don't see that right away, but um, but we are, and we know it. We know it in our hearts. So I am taking myself uh into that space and reminding myself that I can, that I am enough. You can. You are enough. So take a deep breath. You're doing, you are enough. You're doing what you are meant to be doing. If you want different, then do different. But number one thing is get your finances on a piece of paper and see where you are. In order to make it to your destination, you have to know where you're taking off from. You have to know where you're standing, even to put it on the GPS. Okay, well, I'm here and I'm going to get over there. It will tell you how long it's going to take you to get there, how much gas you need. Look at that speedometer and be like, ooh, okay, I got enough. Oh, ooh, I better stop and get some gas. And if you don't have, like, you have to solve that issue in order to be able to make it to your destination. Same concept here. Know how much you have, know how much you're getting, and know how much you are going to need to make it to the third month or whatever it is, to be able to make it to the months ahead. All right. So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great evening. Again, I'm sorry that I Wednesday night did not work out, but here we are. If you have any questions, don't hesitate on reaching out. Love you guys. Blessings. And thank you for watching the replay and showing up. And thank you for who was there on Wednesday night and for your support. I truly appreciate it.